Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen. Money, Motivation, and Mike here. And from our last episode, when I talked a little bit about taxes and it being tax season, and since that time, I have had numerous people reach out to me wanting to know more about earned income credit. The two big things when it comes to what I call free money is child tax credit, which we covered last week at $2,200 for any child under 17, and earned income credit. Are you very familiar with earned income credit at all, Jason?
Only slightly.
Well, I'm going to read you this definition.
Okay.
And of course, I've known about earned income credit since I started doing tax returns back in 1990. But here is the actual definition from the IRS.gov website. That is the place you can go and find out anything you want to find out about taxes. For sure. Earned income credit, better known as EITC, is a refundable federal tax credit for low to moderate income working individuals and families, particularly those children. It reduces tax owed and can result in a refund, even if no tax was withheld. For 2025, the maximum credit is $8,046 for 3 or more children. The more children you have, the more money you get, with income limits based on family size. Now, I had a client who does substantially well, said, hey, what's to do with this earned income credit? All right. So his first thought was, he's never qualified for earned income credit, by the way, and had no clue what it was because it doesn't pertain to him. It's like, what are the deductions for being 65 and older? Well, unless you're 65 and older, you've never even looked at them, nor do you care, nor do you even know that they exist. Earned income credit. So the more earned income I have, the more credit I get. Is that how it works? So if you make $250,000, make $500,000, I should get more credit. Doesn't work that way. More money you make, the less credit you get. And in a very low part, the credit goes away. So the reason I say free money to child tax credit and earned income credit, and this, what I'm about to say, is a fact. People in this country spend as much time, if not more time, having more children than they do finding a better job. Because more children gets me more earned income credit, more help from the government, and less effort. I don't have to go to work and find a better job. I do not. The earned income credit is set up to not give you any reason to want to better yourself. That's exactly what it is. It is a crutch that you get to live on until those children are basically 18 years old, 18 and gone. You actually can get earned income credit without even having a dependent. Did you know all that, Jason?
I did not.
What do you think about a person making $10,000 a year, 3 children, getting back a $10,000 refund?
It sounds like they're working the system.
That's what you call working the system.
Yeah.
And that's another, this right here is another reason. Why do you get credit for being worthless?
Well, the question might actually be, are they smarter than we are?
That's a question that probably I don't want to answer. But you literally, well, hey, I think I've said it before on this show. I've got a friend. He said his dad worked harder trying to get on disability than he ever did at any job he ever owned.
That's right. Yeah. The reward is far too great.
Okay. Let's just go through this earned income credit. And then I have put some scenarios together right off my tax software that are going to be astounding to you. Income limits. You must have worked and earned income under certain thresholds. It's $60,000 to $70,000 range, depending on family size. The larger family you get, the more earned income credit you get, the more money you can make. You can claim the credit with or without children through the amounts, and the amounts go up with more children. Age. If no children, you must be at least 25 years, but under 65 years to get earned income credit. Valid Social Security number, of course, for your spouse, your spouse, and any qualifying children. You cannot file married filing separately. And I've went over that before. Very seldom is married filing separately the way to go. Now, investment credit, investment income. All right. So you got $3,000 or $4,000 worth of interest income coming in. Or maybe you made some money through the sale of stock. If it's over $3,350, you cannot get earned income credit, nor should you. If you've got enough monies to be getting $3,350 worth of investment income, you shouldn't be living off a program that's set up for low to moderate income people. Make sense? Of course, you must file your federal income tax return and specifically claim the EITC, which is the Earned Income Tax Credit. Even if you do not owe any tax, you're still required to file if you want to get a refund. If you have a child, you must also fill out the Schedule EIC, which is the Earned Income Credit form. Provides the details of about basically what you're going to get. And get this. So you walk in today, you only made $8,000 last year, $10,000 last year. Well, you don't have to file because you have enough. If you don't have anything in box 2, your federal withholding, there's no reason to file because you're not going to get anything back. You don't owe them anything. The single deduction, the single standard deduction is enough to offset that. There's no reason to file because you can't get back any federal income tax because you hadn't paid any in. But you can claim earned income credit up to 3 years back. Statute of limitations in the Internal Revenue Service is 36 months from when you filed your taxes. So they have 36 months to audit you. You have 36 months to amend the return. All right. Maximum credits for 2025, 3+ children, $8,046, two children, $7,152. And then with one child, I'll get that number for you here momentarily, $4,089. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to beat on it one more time. Matter of fact, I'm just going to ask this question, and then I'm going to go through these examples, and then we'll come back to my final thoughts on earned income credit, which I think you kind of already know based on the comments I've already made. Jason, do you think earned income credit should be a part of today's tax return and, in essence, part of your household?
I don't see how it should be.
Okay. Do you think child tax credits? You have a child.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have chosen to have a child, which is obviously a very cherishable thing. But in a lot of cases, you're never ready. They always saying you're never ready for having a child. It's on the job training, especially that first baby. You're never ready. How many people are not ready financially? It's that number is, well, it's a whole lot closer to 100% than it is 0%. It's a whole lot closer to 100% than it is 80% that you're not financially ready. But because you've had this child and you have brought this financial burden into the world, we're supposed to compensate you for that. I mean, who do you think pays for this earned income credit and this child tax credit? They're not up there printing more money to give it away for free. It's just part of that trillions, gazillions of dollars of budget that we can't seem to balance every year. But they sure want you to balance your checkbook. Now, I'm going to give you some examples here. So let's just take John Q. We'll call him Uncle Sam. Here's Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam made $12,000 this year. $12,000 in a W-2 wage. He made $1,000 a month. All right? He had no withholdings taken out, nor did he need to. Uncle Sam making $12,000 a month, a single person who has 168 hours a week to go out and make himself a living, her living, whomever, and increase their life, gets $542 of earned income credit because they're lazy. No children, no tax burdens, no one to be accountable to but themselves, may even be living at home with mama. Gets $542 free dollars for being a bum. Now, I'm not saying that people who make $12,000 a year are bums. There are situations out there that exist, but him or her, 18, 19, 15, 20, whatever it is, you're not being claimed by your parents. You are now doing your own thing. And all you did this year was enough effort to make $12,000. Rest of the time you was on the couch doing video games. And for that, the Internal Revenue Service is going to give you $542, Jason.
Incredible.
Did you know all that?
No, I did not.
Okay. All right. So here's we'll call it Aunt Sam on this one. I've got a female cousin named Sam, so we're going to call her Aunt Sam. Aunt Sam goes out this year and makes $24,000. Single, no kids, no dependents, no nothing, not married. Filed a single tax return. Made $24,000 this year. Had no income tax taken out. Aunt Sam owes $828. Twice as much effort as Uncle Sam.
Yep.
Owes $828, and Uncle Sam is getting a refund of $542. They paid in the same amount of money, and that is a $1,400 difference because the person over here had twice as much effort in their life. They got penalized. Now, you tell me the system is right where it needs to be. It's a jacked up mess. Now, you understand that?
Yeah.
This person does twice as much work as this person. B does twice as much work as A. And B owes tax and A's getting a refund. Hogwash. Ridiculous. Absurd. Asinine.
We are rewarding laziness.
Oh, we're rewarding bumship 101.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, here you are, you're single. You went out and you've had that child you couldn't afford, Jason. So now you are single, and there is a lot of single parents out there. A lot of single men, a lot of single women who are parents. A whole lot more ladies than let's just call them girls and boys. Raising girls and boys. Babies having babies. Okay, so now we're going to go back over here to Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam, once again, makes his $12,000 a year, has a child. Junior has came into his life, 20 years old. Single, had a household, has a child, makes $1,000 a month, $12,000 a year. Jason, guess what his refund is? Had $0 taken out.
But with a child.
With a child. Made $12,000 this year.
What, $700-800?
$5,514.
Holy moly.
They are we the United States of America is giving him back basically half of a refund of what he made in 2025 for now being a bum with a child. gets back $4,089 of earned income credit, and gets $1,425 of child tax credit because he now has little Johnny, little Junior. Made $12,000. Getting back, paid in zero, getting back $5,514. That's Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam's hard at work. All right. Now we're going to go over here and we're going to take Aunt Sam. Aunt Sam's an overachiever. You know, I wouldn't even say she's overachiever, but she works twice as hard as Uncle Sam does. Remember, she made $24,000. But Aunt Sam, between last year and this year, had herself a child. We got little sis. Little sis came to town. All right. So here we are. Single mom, had a household. Now we have little sis. Okay. She makes $24,000 a year. She made twice as much as Uncle Sam did. Her refund, $5,920. All right. So I go out here and I work and better myself twice as much as you do. We both have children. I'm making double what you make because I'm giving more effort. And the federal government only wants to reward me with $400 more than they're rewarding you. I'm getting $4,220 for earned income credit and $1,700 for child tax credit. $5,920. I'm getting back, and first of all, you shouldn't be getting back anything, but I'm getting back 25% of what I made this year. Let me restate that. You're not getting it back. They are giving it to you. They're not giving anything back. You didn't have it deserved to come to you to start with. You weren't required to receive it, but you're getting it because you made $24,000. Now, if the IRS sent you a letter, 25%, I've just given you 25%. As a matter of fact, you know, Uncle Sam over here, he virtually almost got 50%, $5,514 into $12,000. So Jason, this coming year, you're making $50,000 a year. Let's just say that. And if you will go out and get yourself a better job, and let's just put a goal on you, I need you to go out and make $60,000 this year. That's a 20% increase. You've got to go find a job making 20%, $60,000. And if you go out and you'll work and you will increase your wage of $50,000 because you're giving too much effort, you don't get any earned income credit because you make too much money. And we don't care that you have 5 kids. And we don't care that your wife doesn't work. You're making $50,000. But if you'll go out this year and you'll make $60,000, we'll give you 25% of your wage, which is a $15,000 refund. I think you would work like crazy to try to make $60,000 this year.
Yeah, I've been doing whatever I could to get those extra.
To get a $15,000 bonus?
Absolutely.
But we don't do it that way in the United States of America.
Right.
The lazier you are, the easier it is.
Yeah.
To get money.
Just hand it to you.
He said, well, you know, those people, they don't get to go to the ball game and they don't get to go on vacation and they don't get to wear nice clothes. Well, the people making $100,000 don't either.
Right.
Because they're barely getting by. Maybe they're living in a 3-bedroom apartment instead of a 1-bedroom apartment. Is that their bonus for making $100,000 versus $12,000? That they get to eat an actual T-bone this week instead of just a hamburger that you're getting for free because you have food stamps coming your way? That's what these right here says. Right here.
Yeah.
You get back $5,500 for making $12,000 with a child. 50%. you get back $5,920 for making $24,000 with a child. Now, I'm going to end you with this one, Jason. You now have that second child. So if you have that second child, you would need twice as much help, would you not? If we're going to help them, you need to get twice as much help. Okay? So let's go back to Uncle Sam. He's making $12,000 a year. He has now had Junior twice. He's now got 2 children. Single dad, $12,000 a year, got 2 children. His refund this year is only going to be $6,235. He's now over 50%, but he's kind of hacked off because he only got an $800 more refund for having the second little child. It's just not fair. If I'd have just stayed at 1, I'd have gotten $4,000. I'm only getting $4,800 for going to 2.
Go see your tax advisor before you have a kid.
Jiminies. We're going to give you 50+%.
Yeah.
And you're hacked off about it. But, now you ready for the big kicker here? This right here.
Let's hear it.
And me doing this for 35 years, I know what earned income credit is. I know what child tax credit is. Sitting down and breaking down the numbers and actually working percentages and seeing what these refunds come out to, it kind of shocked me too. All right. So here's old Aunt Sam, single, making $24,000. She's making twice as much as old Uncle Sam. By the way, Aunt Sam and Uncle Sam are not married. They're single. They're not married. They don't even know each other.
Understood.
Yes. Aunt Sam now has 2 kids making $24,000. Now I'm going to give you the number, and I haven't asked you a question. I haven't asked you a quiz here in about 3 minutes. What do you think her refund is? I just gave you all these numbers over here: 5,000, 6,000, 800.
I'm gonna go with 7,000.
$10,235 on 24 grand because she's making $2,000 a month and she has 2 children underage. We're going to send her a check. She had 0 money taken out, and we're going to send her a check for $10,235. Now, you know why it's not more, Jason?
Tell me.
Because her standard deduction for head of household is only $23,625. So she had to pay tax on $375. And her tax bill this year was $39. So she had to use $39 of her child tax credit to offset her bill. So we didn't give her that $39. We just gave her the $10,235. Literally 40% of what you just made being written to you in a check that you can do whatever you want to do with. For going out and getting pregnant, having a child, having 2 childs, and making $2,000 a year. Now, why would you, and on that, you're going to get some government help. What is it called? WIC? No.
Sounds right.
Okay. You're going to get help. I think they call it Lone Star in the state of Texas. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know.
I should probably check see if I qualify.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Oh my gosh. This is mind-boggling.
Yeah.
This is our federal government at work. This is those 535 congressmen and senators up there that think they know about tax law. Yeah.
I think they're...
And congresswomen.
They may be trying to buy votes with this.
Is this it right here?
This must be.
You get your $10,000. You get your food stamps. You get whatever. Do we still have the cheese lines? I don't know.
I don't think so.
And I'm supposed to have incentive to go out and get a better job. Because if I go out this year to make 30 grand, and I got to give more effort. Now I got to pay for daycare. I got to have somebody help me with my children. They got to walk to grandma's house after school. And I'm only going to get back a couple $1,000 then. Why would I want to go make another 12 grand? Why would I want to get a 50% raise and go from 24,000 to 36,000? Why would I want to do it? There is absolutely zero reason.
Yeah. Zero incentive for you.
And somehow we believe that this is the American way. People have been wanting me to have an episode on earned income credit, and I just did it.
I'm gonna go back and reevaluate my life
Your
choices.
whole situation.
Yeah.
You've been trying too hard.
Apparently I've been working too hard.
It's not as bad as you think. And then, hey, you also could get some Section 8 housing help. Live there for free. Hey, they built a brand new Section 8 housing out here north of town about 15 years ago. And I had some children that played on one of my ball teams that was living out there. And when I went out there, I said, this place looks better than the place I'm living in. Golly.
I'm going to break out my crayons and let you draw me a little chart how all this works here later on so maybe I can understand it better.
And here's the first thing that a lot of people out there would tell you. Well, they deserve to. Absolutely they do. Go earn it.
Yeah.
This is freaking ridiculous. And we wonder why we have the problems we have. And Jason, we'll walk out that door here in a minute. And half the people that listen to our show and watch our show will disagree with everything I've just said.
Probably so.
Incredible. So, did you have a final comment? Other than you're working too hard?
Yeah. That's what I figured out this episode.
Always contact me at info@mx3.vip and find all of our content at mx3.vip and on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@mx3 Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon and go down and give us some comments below. We are 3+ months away from our 4th anniversary of Money, Motivation, and Mike. Wow, wow, wow. It's good to be us, Jason. Not as good as it is to be Uncle Sam and Aunt Ann.
Yeah.
Aunt Sam, excuse me.
Yeah.
Uncle and Aunt Sam.
Yes.
Hey, and guess what else? We're coming up on the 250th anniversary of this stuff. It's our birthday.
America's birthday.
Yeah, July the 4th. It's our birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday, America.
That's right.
And the other half of the listeners and viewers are going, what in the world am I doing wrong?
Yeah, no doubt.
Until next time, continue to live your life the right way.